And let's throw in a throat microphone to modulate your voice so you don't sound like an idiot growling at people. Cowl costs $2 million.
I swear to God. Baby, I'm Batman. Dog, I know your throat hurt. Why can in every one of your suits can you get face fucked? Why? Imagine Superman face fucking you. What are we talking about?
Bruce Wayne spent a decade traveling the world to master every skill known to man. Instead, I'm gonna hire the UFC featherweight and lightweight champion, Conor McGregor.
No. You get trained by Conor McGregor, you sleep on the first mission. Can you become Batman with $1 billion?
You just inherited $1 billion. There are over 3,000 billionaires on Earth right now, and not a single one is Batman. I'm taking that $1 billion blank check and going on the ultimate shopping spree to see if I can actually become the Dark Knight. We're buying the armor, the gadgets, the cars, and the cape. Going from the cheapest items to the most expensive mega projects. Can it be done? Let's find out.
Okay.
In the comics, Bruce Wayne gets his gear from Wayne Enterprises. When I searched Google for what Wayne Enterprises actually does, I found out that they're an everything company. Seems oddly convenient.
I didn't know that.
They do everything from medical and scientific research to bioengineering to philanthropy. The one thing we care about, though, is defense contracting. For this scenario, we're going to say that I don't have access to an everything company that my family has been building for over a century. But that's alright, because with the money I just inherited, I can buy access to the world's greatest defense contractors, such as Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman. First, let's tackle the suit. The 2005 Batman Begins Batsuit is primarily constructed from a durable, no-mech survival suit, a fire-resistant material designed for military applications. The entire thing—
Are you gonna make that whole bulletproof though? Are we gonna make that whole bulletproof though? Cause it's like, how much Batman are we going off of? Are we just going off the live action? Cause I ain't gonna lie, probably getting this whole done if we going off straight live action, but some of that cartoonery be a little, I don't know, but be a little sketchy. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got the cape, like made of some iron material, that whole bulletproof. You just pull it over and hide right quick, and then he got like all types of gadgets and and then that one clip where Superman put him and Lois down, this man called a jet and grappled to it just the ore farm in front of Lois. I know you know the clip. That's low-key my favorite Batman clip. No cap. I love it.
He's then covered in black rubber.
Because why the fuck did you just do that? Why the fuck you just try to stun on me? If I'm Clark Kent, I'm flying up there, yanking him down from that shit and beating his ass. Like, why did you just try to do that in front of my lady?
Neoprene and molded urethane armor pieces. While this sounds good in practice, a plated suit will always have vulnerabilities in areas such as the neck and joints to balance mobility with protection. Going against people with weapons like knives and heavy machine guns, we're going to need something a little more protective. What I'm looking for is instead something called shear thickening fluid armor. This is real liquid armor technology currently in development.
Ooh.
It's soft and flexible like a wetsuit, but the nanosecond something hits it like a knife or a bullet, it hardens into a solid shell. Since this isn't on the market yet, I'll fund a custom DARPA research grant to get it made and have them make 5 just in case.
Okay.
Price, $1.8 million.
Ooh, that's, I mean, you got a bill, but 1.8 for the suits. God damn. That hurt me. It's not even my money. Oh, but since this is real Batman, he's trying to become Batman himself. It's real life, real world. He's not going to run a simulation of it, but you would have no plot armor, meaning you would probably die within your first 5 to 10 nights on the city. Well, you also don't live in Gotham, so maybe not, but probably still at the same time.
Made and have them make 5 just in case. Price, $1.8 million. Now that I have the base layer, it's time to focus on the cowl. They're not really just selling bulletproof, night vision, supercomputer bat-shaped helmets.
Oh, he is going bulletproof. Bulletproof on everything. Okay. Oh, okay.
So, I'd have someone modify an F-35 fighter pilot helmet. Those cost around $40,000 a pop, but an F-35 helmet is the size of a beach ball. So let's buy 3 of them, strip the tech, and pay an engineer to miniaturize it into a carbon fiber helmet reinforced with Kevlar. And let's throw in a throat microphone to modulate your voice so you don't sound like an idiot growling at people. Cowl costs $2 million.
I hate that, dog. Yo, bro, how the f Bruce ain't think of this? Bro, he be, I'm Batman. Dog, I know your throat hurt, dog. No, pause. Stop doing that. I know your throat hurt. Bro, he going a whole night of talking to Gordon and them. We must eliminate the target expeditiously. Like, dog. That shit has always been so stupid to me, bro. Dead ass, bro. Like, it's no way you didn't think of something like this. Something.
Protection is great, But who is Batman without the cape? The main
And
issue.
yo, dead ass dog. This be pissing me off too. I'm sorry, bro. Yo, Batman got a fetish or something, bro. Why in every single variant of your suit, whether you fighting Joker, Penguin, Riddler, Scarecrow, don't matter. You fighting Superman, don't matter. Why can in every one of your suits can you get face fucked? Why is that a why? Why are you pulling up to fight Clark Kent with your chin out? That dead ass never made no sense to me, bro. Seriously.
The main issue with the cape is the gliding aspect.
Imagine Superman face fucking you. What are we talking about?
The cape we see in the movies just isn't large enough to actually support a human. According to a 2015 video by Nerdist,
this is the surface area you would need for just an average glide. It's huge.
I like how in
the cape
depth
would need
he's
to be
gone
about
with this.
18 feet across and look like this. That's a big problem for a stealthy crime-fighting ninja. But
Yeah.
no problem is too big for money. To solve this issue, I'll hire someone to create a professional expanding glider cape like Jay Laser. Cost $2 million. For the hands, I'll need Ceph gloves. These are weighted knuckles filled with lead shot. They turn a normal punch into a sledgehammer swing without breaking your fingers. For the boots, I'll grab some acoustic dampening soles. These are used by special forces to absorb the sound of footsteps on concrete. Compared to the helmet, these are pocket change. Price, $5,000.
Little 5 bands.
This is Linda Hemming. A pretty fitting last name given her profession, which is being the GOAT of costume design. Hemming designed costumes such as all the Dark Knight suits, James Bond, and more. To make sure everything is cohesive and coordinate everything, I'll give her a crisp $500,000.
Yeah.
I may now look like Batman, but I'm still just a guy in a fancy costume. To actually be Batman, you need the utility belt.
You can't convince me this Batman suit is bulletproof, though. I'm sorry. The movies, yeah, because it literally looks like armor, and there ain't no way you're walking around in bulletproof tights, big bro. Not possible. Why they made his... Why they made his shins so fucking buff? God damn.
In the cartoons, this
his thigh, if it's the rest of his body, it's just really the thighs that throw it off. Why are your shins bigger than your thighs, big bro? What the fuck?
magical yellow pouch conveniently carries anything
Meg Griffin
necessary
build.
for the plot
Nah,
without
Meg was the same size cylindrically. Cylindrically? Is that a word? That's not a word. Cylindrically, that may be a word. All the way down from hip to ankle, the same width.
running out of space. However, in real life, Batman can't be a hoarder. Instead, he needs to be a prepper. I'll have an arsenal back at the cave, which I'll get into later in this video, and only pack what is necessary.
You need a bat cave. I'm thinking like, okay, low key. I'm thinking low key. We're low key spinning that shit and getting through it, but you need a bat cave, Batmobile. Oh, he about to get into it.
For the mission. I'll then grab a Ronin Tactics Task Force belt. It uses a Cobra buckle rated at 4,000 pounds, meaning I can literally hang from a helicopter by my waist, no problem. At a price tag of $200 each, comparatively, they're pretty cheap. I'll grab 3 and have them customized with pouches costing another $10,000. Then some good industrial sheet metal comes in at $45 for 5,000 square inches. At that size, I could get around 300 batarangs from that much metal. Keeping a machine shop on retainer will run a bill roughly of $150,000 a month for 500 batarangs. Thus, I'll account $1.8 million to the batarang budget. Alright, let's rapid fire off some of these other gadgets.
Yeah.
Yearly smoke pellet supply, $5,000.
Boom.
Yearly CTS 7290 flashbang supply, $80,000.
Boom.
Yearly supply of non-lethal explosive pellets, $250,000.
Boom.
Lockpicking kits, mini mouth scuba tank, zip ties, mini laser torches, small evidence bags,
Damn.
a custom-built miniature grappling hook, a
Damn.
mini laser microphone, which works by being a
How much for
laser
the
you
grappling
point at
hook?
a
How much?
custom-built miniature grappling hook.
Damn, I was about to say, let me get one of them hoes in real life. They want 250. Like what? I'm not. Who do you think I am?
A mini laser microphone, which works by being a laser you point at a
Not
window a
Batman,
mile away,
obviously.
and it reads the vibrations of the glass to let you hear the conversation inside. The universal forensic extract and a
What
relay
in the
hook. A mini
niggity?
laser microphone, which works by being a laser you point at a window a mile away, and it reads the vibrations of the glass to let you hear the conversation inside. The
I mean, he's the world's best detective for a reason. I didn't know that was in his bag. That's fucking crazy. That sounds like some shit we don't even have yet. I mean, obviously he's Batman, so but for him to be able to buy it in real life, what the fuck? That exists?
window a mile away, and it reads the vibrations of the glass to let you hear the conversation inside. The universal forensic extraction device to break into people's phones. A handheld mass spectrometer to identify explosives and narcotics in seconds at a molecular level. And, last but not least, we'll add in a $500,000 discretionary fund just in case we need to buy something we don't have. That brings our total for just gadgets up to $3,021,600.
We
I
still
now have the
chilling
suit
though.
and the gadgets, but right now I'm just a glorified cosplayer with a trust fund. If I drop into Gotham tonight, I'm probably going to be put to sleep and won't wake up after the first night. Bruce Wayne spent a decade traveling the world to master every skill known to man. I need a speedrun
Okay.
that. I can't just sign up for a
Speed
generic
run.
MMA class. Instead, I'm going to hire the UFC featherweight and lightweight champion, Conor McGregor. That is $5 million a year.
Fuck no. You get trained by Conor McGregor, you sleep on the first mission. Bro, Conor McGregor cannot teach you how to fight multiple goons at once. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Conor McGregor cannot teach you how to dodge, how to maneuver in a room full of armed men trying to kill you. What?
To teach you how to break bones efficiently. We then need to
Break
train for any
bones.
sticky situations we might find ourselves in, such as needing to get out of handcuffs underwater.
I thought he had
For
a
that, we train
BBL.
for
What
any
the
sticky
f-
situations we might find ourselves in, such as needing to
Is that
get out
just
of
the
handcuffs
water?
underwater. For that,
Oh,
we're
it
hiring a
is.
retired Navy SEALs butt instructor and David Blaine. That's another $1 million. Lastly, I need to become a master chemist,
Boy.
engineer, and detective. For that, we're going to use a one-on-one tutoring method, hiring the best of the best from MIT, Harvard, the CIA, and more. That's $4 million in salaries. Surprisingly, the biggest cost here isn't the teachers, it's the recovery. Batman gets beaten up every single night, and I need to heal like Wolverine so I can get back out there and do it again. For extensive recovery, we're building a full private medical bay, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, cryotherapy tanks, and a full staff of doctors. In
Okay.
addition to doctors, we need a sleep expert to make sure I'm reaching peak restfulness for maximum recovery. And on top of that, a personal chef to put me on a Captain America diet. That should cost roughly $10 million. There we go, we're
Damn.
starting to finally make a dent in our billion. But a vigilante can't take an Uber home from a crime scene. It's time to build the wheels and build the Batmobile.
It's
The tumbler from the
so about
movies
to
cost
be-
$250,000 to build. But
Fuck.
that was just a prop. We need a tank that does 100 miles per hour. But a
Ooh.
real tank is too slow. So instead of buying one, we're gonna have to build it. Let's start with a trophy truck chassis. These things are designed to hit 140 miles per hour over rocks and sand. That's the
Okay.
skeleton. To make it bulletproof,
Boy, Batman look like he be pushing at least 200 through Gotham, dog. Dead ass, bro. Every time I see him whipping the Batmobile, he be pushing that hoe. Like, maybe not in live action movies, but like everything else, he be whipping that motherfucker. Oh my god.
we need heavy armor. However, we can't just armor it with steel plates and call it a day. Instead, we'll use composite ceramic plating, the same kind of stuff on an Apache helicopter. It's able to stop 50 caliber rounds, all while keeping the weight down. And for the
Tough.
boost, we're strapping a Rolls-Royce Viper turbojet engine to the back. It sounds insane, but people actually do this for drag racing. It gives you 5,000 pounds of thrust at the push of a button, but being on the ground in Gotham isn't enough. A normal jet is
Okay, so we
useless
are in
because it
Gotham
can't
with it.
hover. We need vertical takeoff and landing, and the closest thing you can buy is a V-22 Osprey. It tilts its rotors to fly like a plane, but lands like a helicopter. A used one, about $70 million.
Damn.
While the Osprey is cool, we need it black, silent, and armed. So let's add stealth coating and noise dampening rotors. Again, we'll put $10 million in reserve just in case we need to commission the construction of any
Yo, this video is so good and so in depth. He still has yet to put a dent in it. So the answer is obviously going to be yes. But he kind of like hold the fighting portion. So even like with whatever he has left, he'll probably have to waste that on the fighting portion, even though it's still not gonna put a dent in it.
new vehicles such as the Batpod or Batboat. Now we're burning cash. That was $100 million on vehicles, and we haven't even gotten into the most expensive part yet. According to
We haven't?
homeappraisals.com, Wayne Manor is a 42,500 square foot mansion
Oh, we
on
need
150 acres
whole
of land
shit.
that includes
Oh yeah, I
11
forget the
bedrooms,
whole
7
Batcave.
bathrooms,
I'm tripping. 7. Whoa.
100 square foot mansion on 150 acres of land that includes 11 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a
Oh.
wide variety of amenities such as a pool,
Damn.
gym, library, ballroom, game room, gallery, and more. All while being
much Alfred
located
get
on
paid?
the outskirts of the city. In 2012, they estimated the manor costing $32,100,000.
Oh.
With inflation, that's around $45,316,150.25 today. That's a pretty penny, but the real cash burner is in the basement. First, we'll need to
Damn.
dig out the size of the Batcave. While we don't know the exact number as it varies from medium to medium, we're going to go with the size that's the same as the mansion itself and say 42,500 square feet.
Okay.
Digging out and reinforcing a basement approximately the size of an acre would likely cost
Fuck.
$50 million. That includes excavation and structural reinforcement, high-tech ventilation, specialized construction such as hidden entries that can fit a car, waterproofing, and logistical challenges due to secrecy. When adding in additional construction costs such as different floors,
But this is also my thing, and this is also like some Batman cap. How in the fuck of the hell of the damn did he get away with all of this construction underground? Who built this for him? Who helped him build this that isn't exposing him for being Batman? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm saying. How did this come to be? Because don't tell me he built it all himself. Sure, you can buy all the items to put in there and then figure out a way between you and Alfred to get the shit in there yourself. Sure, but to build the whole shit by yourself, how long are you taking to do this? Because you already done took 10 years to learn how to fight. You already took a whole decade away to learn how to fight. So when did you do this? Someone got to put me on lore or something. Whatever excuse they have, because yes, it's going to be an excuse, because it's Cap.
A rotating hydraulic lift for the Batmobile and other finishes, the bill will likely come out to $100 million.
Oh, shit. What the?
We then need to talk about the additions needed to make the Batcave functional. To run a citywide surveillance state, you need a localized data center. We're talking about a custom-built supercomputer capable of breaking military-grade encryption in minutes.
Oh.
To achieve that level of speed, we're going to need to build our own server farm with at least 100 NVIDIA H100 GPUs to handle.
Boy, and you know how expensive that is nowadays? Nowadays, brother? In the 2026? When did this whole drop? When this vid drop? Vid dropped 4 months ago? Brother, you gotta account for that. You gotta account for that.
Real-time data processing of millions of CCTV feeds simultaneously and more. That hardware alone is $30 million.
Shoot.
Unfortunately, you can't just buy BatOS on Amazon. Instead, I'll need a custom operating system that aggregates police frequencies, traffic cams, financial records, utility grids, and high-tech processing into a single interface. For that, I'll hire a team of ex-NSA architects to build a program that doesn't just store data, but predicts crime. One of the main issues with this whole thing is you need to keep it cool. This thing generates enough heat to warm an Olympic swimming pool. Then, to avoid detection, you can't just plug it directly into the city's grid. If you pull that much power, the city will find you in a day. We need this to be off-grid, and that means constructing a nuclear microreactor. We just spent $140 million on a single computer. It'll be the most expensive gaming PC in history. We have the trainers lined up, but to become Batman, you can't just put a bench press in the corner and call it a day. Thus, we need a modular combat simulator. The facility would have a sprung floor for gymnastics to practice aerial takedowns, and a parkour course modeled after Gotham's infrastructure to master vertical movement. The world's greatest detective then needs a state-of-the-art crime lab. So I'll spring $25 million for the best of the best, such as a ballistics water tank to match rifling on bullets, and a gas chromatograph mass spectrometer to identify unknown toxins in seconds. To complete the cave, we can't forget about the trophy room, because what's the point of being a billionaire if you can't flex? A real skeleton, like Stan the T-Rex, recently sold at auction for $32 million. And the giant penny? Let's commission a custom modern art piece made of solid copper.
Now, what the fuck are we talking about? Talking about the giant penny, dog? What are we saying? A T-Rex? I mean, I could see a T-Rex skeleton being in the Batcave for some, just for some swag. But like, what the fuck you got Abe Lincoln in that bitch for?
It's another $1 million. Why? Because if you're spending $1 billion to dress like a bat, you might as well do it right. But the most important asset
that alone
the
tells
house
me we got
and the cave
it's
is
a green light. That alone right there, that feat right there, and then the fact we're at the end of the video tells me
it's a man, Alfred. In the comics, he's a butler. In reality, he's gonna be my logistics manager, surgeon, mechanic, and only friend. I don't think you can just hire a temp agency for this. I'll need to find a former SAS combat medic who knows how to stitch a stab wound and repair a jet turbine, all while keeping the biggest secret in history. That's a $2 million a year salary plus benefits and an ironclad NDA.
Boy, you see how much money you got? Boy, give him 10. What are we talking about? What? Give him 10? And you know how much Alfred works? Bro, Alfred is there 24/7 tending to his needs when he needs them. Not only that, and he's always in Batman's ear when he's out on missions. You know what I'm saying? He's literally always around. So get that man a little 10 piece.
In history. That's a $2 million a year salary plus benefits and an ironclad NDA. That brings our grand total to $489,652,750.20. So to answer the question, could you become Batman with $1 billion? Yes. So with 3,000 billionaires in the world, why hasn't a single one done this? It's not a lack of technology. It's because to be Batman...
It's because they don't have plot armor. It's because they literally... If plot armor was real, one of them would have been did that. But they don't have that. They don't have that luxury, little gang.
To stop worrying about a return on investment and learn how to care. You don't need a massive trust fund to look at your community and help someone who's in need. Standing up for what's right doesn't require a tactical suit or a custom tank. To really become Batman, you don't need $1 billion. You can start with 0. And if you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll like this one of mine.
Okay.
Give it a watch.
Ranking heroes by their chance of getting a real job. Yo, shout out John Myers. This was a very, very good, very, very well edited, very, very nice, extensive video. I love it. We might have to check out more from you. WVIT, WVIT, WVIT.